high, sing low with Vash Kennett.
Let's sing high and let's sing low of our country long ago, how the people made it grow. Come and hear this story. Let's take pioneering trips, railroads, wagons, sailing ships, over plains and mountain tips. Come and hear this story. Hello. Say, I wonder if you have ever seen a real piece of gold. Now, I don't mean a bracelet or a ring, but gold the way that it's found in the earth, in a nugget. I have one right here. Look, and you can see how the wind and how the water has washed it smooth in various places. It's a different shape in all parts of it. Smooth some places, sharp in others. Well, a long, long time ago, gold was discovered in our country. More gold than had ever been found anywhere. You know, there were two reasons why people liked gold. One was because it was money, but as well as being money, it's pretty. It's a soft metal, and that means that it can be shaped into, bracelets or rings or jewelry of any kind. And it stays bright, it never rusts. So there were two reasons. The fact that it was valuable for money and that it was pretty. Well, one exciting day in California, more gold was found than any other place in the world. Lots of men left their homes. Shopkeepers left their stores. Farmers left their fields. Young men left their sweethearts and came to California to seek gold. Some of them came just for the pure adventure of it, and others were determined that they would find a fortune. Well, here's a song about a young man who either found gold or perhaps it was money, but at any rate, he wasn't able to keep it. I wish I were single again, again. I wish I were single again. When I was single, my money did jingle, and I wish I were single again, again. I wish I were single again. I married me a wife, oh then, oh then. I married me a wife, oh then. I married me a wife, she's the curse of my life, and I wish I were single again, again. I wish I were single again. My wife, she died, oh then, oh then. My wife, she died, oh then. My wife, she died, and I laughed till I cried to think I was single again, again. Think I was single again. I married me another, oh then, oh then. I married me another, oh then. I married me another, she's the devil's grandmother, and I wish I were single again, again. I wish I were single again. Well, tell me, would you like to go and find gold? Supposing we go and look at some of the things that you'd need if you decided that you wanted to go and pan for gold or hunt for gold. This is a real pan that a miner once used to pan for gold. And the way he used it was to scoop up a handful of gravel or sand from the bottom of the stream and put it into his pan. Then he would shake it slowly. And around it would go. Gold is heavier than rock or sand, and therefore it would go down to the bottom of the pan and remain in the very, very bottom here. And the pebbles and the sand would just be, you see, just as you shook it just a little bit, would just trickle over the side. Well, there was another way of panning for gold or mining for gold, and that was with a rocker. That's what this is. By doing the same thing, the miner would take a shovel and shovel a great big load of pebbles and rocks and sand. You see, he could put more in the rocker than he could in the pan. And then he would rock it back and forth until all of the water would wash the gold and the sand down in the bottom. This would mean that he would dump the big pebbles or the big rocks out like this. And then he would start all over again, rocking it back and forth, pouring the water in over the rocks and the gravel and the sand, and the gold would sift down to the bottom. Well, men left their families, they left their sweethearts. They traveled many miles, since California was a long way away from where most people lived in the United States at the time that gold was discovered. This meant they had to go across the plains, over the mountains, and through the forests. I suppose sometimes they left people behind. And here's a song of a girl. I'm sad and I'm lonely. My heart it will break, for my true love loves another. Oh, I wish I were dead. My cheeks were as red as the rose. Now they're white, oh so white, like the lily that grows. Young ladies, take a warning. Take warning from me. Don't you waste your affections on a young man so free. He'll hug you and he'll kiss you, tell you more lies than the cross ties in a railroad or the stars in the skies. I'll build me a cabin so high, ooh, the blackbirds won't find me nor hear my sad cry. I'm troubled in my mind. If this trouble does leave me, then I'll live a long time. Well, how about it? Would you like to go to the gold country? Supposing we do. I know a place in Columbia, California, where lots and lots of gold was discovered. We could go and see what we'd find. How about it? Down this road, they found gold. They found it in the foothills, waiting for their taking. They found it in the valleys, where it lay under the waving grasses, hidden in the warm, quiet earth. They found it in the gravel, where sometimes the water had already uncovered it, and it lay shining in the sun. They found it in the riverbanks, or in the dry pebbles. They found it in the sands, powdered into dust, and waiting to be sifted into treasure. They found it which tumbled down rocky mountainsides. They found it in the stream beds, washed clean and cool beneath the surface. The treasure of gold was there, and all had not been taken. If you walk down the bank of a stream today, you might find some. There are still miners working the gold from these rivers. Here's a miner seeking gold the same way which the prospectors used to use 100 years ago. He has a simple rocker, which he probably made himself, and a shovel and a scoop to pour the water over the gravel. With his shovel, he lifts the gravel from the stream and drops it into the hopper box, rocking it back and forth and pouring the water to wash the sand through the screen. The useless pebbles are caught in the hopper screen and thrown away. The fine sand and the gold drop through, where the gold will be caught and held, but the light sand will wash away. He says that he also uses the gold pan for washing the finer gold dust free from the sands, as well as uncovering small nuggets. As the water stirs the sand, the heavy gold sinks to the bottom, and the lighter sand washes away. Among the pebbles, he may uncover his treasure, a nugget of pure gold. And here's that nugget, pure gold. And that's the way it was found. Well, perhaps you know that song about the miner and his daughter. If you do, why don't you sing along with me? In a cavern, in a canyon, excavating for a mine, lived a miner, 49er, and his daughter, Clementine. Oh, my darling, oh, my darling, oh, my darling Clementine, thou art lost and gone forever, dreadful sorry Clementine. Light she was and like a feather, and her shoes were number 9. Herring boxes without topses, sandals were for Clementine. Oh, my darling, oh, my darling, oh, my darling Clementine, thou art lost and gone forever, dreadful sorry Clementine. Well, we'll talk about gold maybe another day, because there's many more stories in the gold country. Let's sing high and let's sing low of our country long ago, how the people made it grow. Come and hear this story. Let's take pioneering trips, railroads, wagons, sailing ships, over plains and mountain tips. Come and hear this story.
This is National Educational Television.